All right, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Greece. I gotta say, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I pissed off, who I pissed off, but Zeus has smote me and hopefully doesn't I guess, smite one of my recordings. Um, because, yeah, the worst thing that could happen, the absolute worst thing that could happen is for my power to go out mid recording because I'll probably have an autosave save, and then I'll lose the 30 minutes of footage because I won't have that saved, or however many minutes of footage, because it doesn't save. It doesn't save as I'm going. There's not a progressive save. It saves after I hit the stop record button. So anything in the middle there is just error. That's an error. That is not finished. Lost footage. And that almost happened. Like I was about to start recording this, power cut off. Also, I apologize if my audio balance is actually screwed up. Maybe it's better, but all my audio settings were wiped that I had set up. So, yeah, power going off, not great, but happens in rural places, you know. Um, yeah, so we're trying to get our civilian research. We need space tech as soon as possible. So we want a civilian research facility. Um, I know from watching what I saw at the end of the episode last time, we are under threat from our neighbors already, which is really cool. I actually like that for this playthrough. Yeah, Israel and Syria are starting to do some things. We're trying to be Euro aligned. We've balanced the economy somewhat. We really need to dive into fixing that. Um, I don't have a lot of money, do I? As far as our balance goes. We also don't have like that's rough. Focus wise. Yeah, this is the hard thing about switching playthroughs back and forth as well, is like I shift my mindset for that. I've because they're not the same like state, style, or mindset, so I have to shift my playthrough style completely between them. So when I'm doing them concurrently, I get in these weird positions where I come back and I'm like, maybe that wasn't the best decision to have done that. All right, so maybe taking these bonuses, we can get industry. Infrastructure is fine. I know pop is our issue here. So we definitely, we're in a weird spot because I'm kind of like walled off because of population. So productivity research, and I need all these pop growth things to finish. Yeah, and that's why I'm sitting with no national focus. So we're gonna go. We are Orthodox Christian. That's interesting. Do these even provide bonuses? Or is it purely just. Oh, it does provide a difference in like what kind of alignment you are. I never even looked at that. That's crazy. Well, we'll just let it ride. As we're getting units built up, let's go ahead and add them where they need to be. Yeah, these are very quickly built. Nice having decent research comparatively to what I've dealt with North Korea for the last day of recording. That was wild. Having no research is just a different thing. I can't describe it. Also, that's right. I don't want investment offers from within the euro. Ew, what did I accept earlier? And I didn't really pay attention enough. All right, so we're gonna put another group of armed forces. I don't know if these would stop anything at this point. It's from a troop width standpoint. Oh, these workforce reductions we definitely need. Let's check our combat width. So we got hills, which is 127, and then you have 63 additional. You can add on to that. So you're at 190. But like, it's okay. Would I just finish 3D printers? Um, Definitely need medicine. Need more pop. Let's see here. Recruit wise, we have 2 more coming. Our unit with 12. Oh god, so 60 every 5. So we would need 10 of them per tile just to be at 120. This guy can hold 26. What about this guy? What's he gonna hold? Ooh, winter. This guy's actually crazy good for a lieutenant general. Naval invasion guy. We actually have some good generals here. Special forces. So he's definitely really good at special forces stuff. Planning, marsh. We really don't have marshy territory from what I can tell. He's an actual general though. Artillery is what we're gonna go with. I think yeah. It does provide us a minor bonus. Not even a good bonus. And we should be making artillery right now. Alright, so this is worthwhile. I just want to see what this does to our expenses, really. Yeah, so if we're watching, we still have way too much interest on debt. I, uh, this is killing us. Okay. Yeah, we've got Hellenic Armed Forces. Let's see what I can get here. Entrenchment, military police. So a lot of these are really nice. Terrain penalty reductions and attrition, org movement bonuses. Yeah, so we could make a very offensive army and get another defense industry. That gives infrastructure. Yeah, we'd spend 1 billion, get a civilian industry, lose our pop in our offices, lower our GDP per capita again. But we would then get access to 42 billion to pay down some of the debt. This would increase Chinese influence. And then this actually hurts us. It adds, we'd rather take infrastructure. Let's look at what we have left. Got quite a bit of infrastructure that's still there. Yeah, screw taking money. We're gonna do this by ourselves. This is the land of Alexander the Great. Actually, I mean, I guess technically that's to the north of us, but we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go this route. Get these easy military industry, factory output bonuses, military industry productivity, and correct me if I'm wrong, is actually a productivity bonus from the actual military itself. So if this provides some sort of productivity growth, it's not like their output. Yeah, I can't like. I don't see. Oh, right there. Maybe that affects factory output. Bomb vulnerability, production efficiency, retention, efficiency cap. Yeah, so I'm thinking like, wonder if there's, yeah, there's one here, and let's see if there's any notes. Yeah, so you get 1 billion in GDP output per military industry. Hmm. I don't know. That's a weird description. Really, I like factory output makes sense. There's an actual note like symbol for that. This military industry productivity plus 15%. I don't think that's related to productivity itself. I think that's just military industry. Maybe output? I don't know. I really don't. That one's kind of out there. But yeah, so I should be able to take this. It's the Cypriot Trouble. And also go this route. Belgium, Croatia, Czech Republic, and 22 others. So does this give me that 5% mark of influence by going down this route? Because if so, I need to go do these. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll focus on our army for a second here. So I can have quick access to the cost reductions for doctrines and research bonuses and stuff over here. Because we're definitely going to have the possibility of getting attacked by Bulgaria, I believe. Yeah. Since Bulgaria effectively controls this whole border. Can I not click? Yeah, I can't expand this even to this border with Macedonia here. All right, we'll pick it up again. And I definitely want to cycle out some of this. Yeah, I'm not sold on the military. And I'm sorry, workers union, but you're probably gone too. We're probably taking like this or this. Yeah, France. No thanks. Canada? Okay. France? Nah. I'll reject it every day of the week. Yeah, and I wonder if this is enough political power to do a budget thing for the EU. Like, we do have a couple days. Yeah, let me see if I can push like my first EU draft of a budget or anything in here. Yeah, so there's 52 days until the next session. I think, yeah, I think we're already in though, right? So this shouldn't do anything. So I do have a choice. I can use 700 political power to experiment early right now. Or I can wait and swap out one of our useless interest groups for us, which would be the military right now, which is very expensive. I think I'm going to experiment because I think 700 political power should be enough of an investment. I should be able to do the budget thing for once. I'm going to go ahead and draft the budget. Right, so I click that. Right, so we get Hellenic Armed Forces. I'm going to go ahead and take the Hellenic Army bonuses. How does this... Is there anything I would care to do about this? Do we want to hit a 1% GDP growth? Total expenses. Yeah, so a lot of our budget goes to natural resources here. Oh, and this shows the distribution of who is receiving and who is paying for different aspects. So like Sweden's paying is Portugal, Spain receiving money? Is that what's happening? Oh wow, the UK is like carrying the load of payments there, if I'm reading that right. Y'all have a very confusing system. So you pay in a percentage, then dish it back into the the countries that are a little bit like struggling a little bit. Yeah, so there's no eligible vote, right? Sorry, so there's a negotiation phase for 7 days. Oh, this shows who supports the party and who doesn't. So libertarians will resist this change. Got it. So I have to go to Parliament to see how many libertarians are there. There's way more socialists, so anything with the socialists might win. So they support that change. Support. They would not support this change or be neutral about it. I don't see. And then socialists strongly support this change. But then you have everyone resisting. Got it. And is that's not even the biggest opposition party. The biggest opposition party is this Democracies and Diversities party or whatever that is. So both of the biggest parties support this, and one of the third or fourth tier parties doesn't. All right, so let's increase it. I mean, I'm adding to it. I don't know what. Oh, I am spinning political party to power to add. All right, so I'm gonna keep 500. We'll let that go through. I don't know how this works really. I tried it earlier, it didn't work out. So I'm obviously doing something wrong. Um, no, we're not joining sanctions at this exact moment. So we did finish 3D printer. We finished all that mess. We do have a nuclear reactor. Does that mean I was getting nuclear power? Not necessarily. So we do have a power plant in queue. Yeah, I was still gonna get oil for the now. Can't afford that yet. But we'll sit on it for a second. Those are way ahead of time research. Resources, we need rail lines. Tech. Still researching ahead. Get rail lines. I did finish ballistic missiles though, right? Yeah. So this should unlock the space program. I just have to have the facility done, which we'll get in a year. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pay down some debt. Not interested. France, you can stop it. What are we sitting on? Oh, Syria won sanctions. I just appreciate the fact they think that we're cool like that we can actually sanction people. At this moment. And we're struggling with actual manpower, so that will be military. That's purely just raising our military expenses. So that gives us better division defense. It'd be good to have that ahead of time. We don't have special forces yet, so we're just going to go ahead with that. Let's look at my design here. As we decommission all of these. We finished human genome. We're left with researching ahead. Do have transport helis, but not helicopter operations, nor any equipment. That's an interesting. That's got to be an artifact from when they first added the mod. Navy is actually okay. I'm not gonna research anything in here, but we can make like a fairly new destroyer off rip and just send that out into existence. So artillery and foot soldiers are going to be driving our military for now. Yeah, so I could... This will boost our defense overall. Or do I go weapons that we're way behind on? I think we go weapons, and we'll just have to start with like an infantry equipment. Get some hoplites. Like, we're giving out, everyone gets a shield and a little bronze sword to stab people with. That's all we can afford right at this moment. But once we get this research facility, we should be okay. We're going straight from bronze swords to missiles. That's the plan. Yeah, we've got excessive stockpiles now. The Leonidas. Yeah, that's a good name. That's appropriate. Oh my god, I didn't see that earlier. Do I do another APC playthrough? I usually do IFVs, so this is just changing it up. I've never been successful with APCs. How do I describe this? Every war I tried to fight where I was actively using APCs, I have lost to a superior APC design or IFV design. I don't think I'm that good tactically at the smallest micromanagement levels. I usually rely on overwhelming economy to just beat people down from a macro scale. And that's my problem. that's that's my personal issue. That's why the whole North Korea playthrough is such an enigma, and I had no desire to ever play that on my own. But it's pretty funny, so worth doing. Hmm, I got a notice noise, but I don't see anything. That's pretty annoying. All right, so population tax is still crazy, but we're still stable, so I can keep that high. Corporate tax, I can keep, I can lower it probably like one click and maintain our income. That doesn't help with our debt, so not really beneficial in any sense to do that. And we're really struggling on the manpower front. Our very low military spending. Yeah, how do I check? Establish a Marine Corps for the faction? That's nice. Very cool. So that gives us, we get a defense bonus somewhere. Ah, yeah, right there. The Hellenic Army. And speed. Oh, dude, the speed. The speed is huge. It's actually very underrated. Um, EU thing. Is there a vote? Did I miss my own vote? And if I miss my own vote, where is the under decisions, isn't it? Total invested. Where would I see that? Is that under Parliament? Man, what did I just do? I think I did skip it. And we just do not have the population to hold an office. It shows it's in session. Where is... Oh, so you can sway them to And council voting here. I can't click on any of the acts. EU budget of 2006. So let's click it again. Oh, and I'm at the end of the episode anyway. We'll go over the stats and then I'll continue on with this. So GDP wise, yeah, we're looking at somewhere in the upper echelon. Top 25% of the scroll wheel. About to hit that 500 billion mark, which is pretty good. Industry wise, yeah, we're in at 16 still. So falling behind a little bit there. We're in a weird spot where population is holding us back. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next episode where I actually follow this through the entire voting process, hopefully. Anyway, y'all enjoy.